Hi Aries, and welcome to your lunar eclipse energy reading. This will be for the lunar eclipse happening on March 25th. I believe it will be in the sign of Libra, if I'm not mistaken. This, I wanted to do an eclipse energy reading because, as you know, eclipses, the energy lasts for about 6 months. So I wanted to just do an eclipse energy reading. I haven't really looked into it. I just wanted to see what energy I was picking up from it, and do them for the individual signs, especially since, this can also kind of double as a 6 months ahead sort of look. Before we get into it, please remember that these messages are general, so take what resonates and leave what does not. And before we get into it, please like this video, share it out, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you always know when I'm posting for you, okay, my Aries? And this is for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. Put it anywhere in your placement, baby. You like it, I love it. I'm going to ring the bell, clear your energy, and we'll begin. Let's get it. And receive that what I heard for you guys was arriving to new shores and the opening of new doors. And then I also heard abundance is now. I also saw an arrow pointing up. So whenever I get the arrow, that's really my thing of like, you guys are getting some type of sense of direction. You feel like you're finding your sense of direction, and now you're ready to take aim. You're ready to go in a certain direction and see what that new path has in store for you. Also, when I get the arrow, it's kind of like clarity, okay? A clarity in direction and where you're being directed to, feeling directed, divinely directed, if you will. All right, so let's see what's coming up for you. So far we have the rhythm of my breath directs the rhythm of my life, okay? So breath work may be very important for you during this eclipse energy. This moon is going to kick off the eclipse season. And also that eclipses are wild card energy. They bring in the unknown. It has that tower card energy of sudden and unexpected news, or sudden and unexpected endings, sudden and unexpected beginnings, changes, etc. Okay, aha moments may be coming up for you. It might get a little rocky. It might get a little emotional. It might get a little heavy, but it's all to help us clear out what isn't working and to call in and replace and rebuild. We have when I let others shine, I shine too. So maybe you and a group of people that you're around, you're finding your tribe of people who also celebrate your wins, Aries, and you do the same for them. Because I don't necessarily think that this is like something that you need to learn or need to do, but this is saying that like that energy and just that being a part of your spirit is what's helping bring in genuine connections and sisterhood or brotherhood, or just community. And if that's something you're not genuinely doing at this time, then this card is just saying to you that you should begin to do that and not feel threatened by anyone else's success and not be in competition with the people around you. But that, I feel like, is such a tiny, small portion of you. I'm only mentioning it as a just in case. What I really feel is because you've done that, it's tightening your circle and reaffirming to you who your people are. You have, with focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction. I know that's right. I see you master manifesting. I think you're really balancing your shadow aspect and your light. I think you're really in the pocket of your manifesting skills and abilities, Aries. I think you're finding that you are manifesting and co-creating better opportunities for yourself. And if not, this is saying this is your opportunity over the course of these next 6 months, and utilizing this lunar eclipse energy to just be ready for whatever, but not to, I said this to the last time, and I think I'll say it to all of you. This, just because this is like, oh, I don't try to manifest during an eclipse, or the energy lasts for 6 months, so that's just my personal take on it. My other thing about that is that's not an excuse to get out of the driver's seat of your life, okay? There's a difference between like surrendering to the divine, going with the flow, or seeing how something will unfold. But there's also an element of staying in the driver's seat, directing your sails, sailors who are going through the storm don't just let the waves take them wherever and just give in to the storm. They accept and surrender to the fact that a storm is occurring, but then they are still in the driver's seat of directing the sails, of adjusting the instruments on the ship. They're still guiding the ship through the storm. It just alters the way in which they have control in a very calm, steady sea, right? But they never abandon the driver's seat. The captain doesn't say, well, since it's storming, we're just gonna have to get knocked around and see what happens. So that's the main point I want to give to you guys. But I love this energy so far, and that's one of my favorite cards about like shaping the energy. Your master manifester. Oh, the last line got this too. It says, my dreams reveal the magic, that magic is real and anything is possible. So pay attention to your dreams at this time, or this is also letting you know to not give up on a dream, that anything is possible, that you are the magic you're looking for, and that everything that you need is within you. Let's see. One more from my Aries. Oh, I love this. Conscious eating nourishes me. Yes, we all need this, baby. But I love this. I think you're being more intentional, or this is asking you to be more intentional about your food that you're eating. This might be a time it's calling you to detox, or to implement a new type of dietary plan. See your doctors, do what is best for you. Okay, I am not giving you medical advice. I'm just saying you might want to incorporate healthier foods, eat less processed foods, less fried foods at this time, and give your body a nice cleansing and break from all of those additives and things like that. Okay, it's a word for us all. And also not necessarily taking things out of your diet, but maybe adding some things to your diet, adding fruit, as your diet allows. This is also about, what was I going to say in terms of food? It'll come to me. But at the bottom you have, I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. So I think this is about radical self-acceptance, okay? Even if you have to go it alone, not to alter or shrink yourself to fit in anywhere or to be accepted by anyone, to not really care about how you're being perceived at this time. I think this is really about you getting to know you and restoring your loyalty to self. Really going within, spending genuine time with yourself, and honoring all of your quirks, and honoring all of your eccentricities, or things that just specifically make you you, and honoring all those things, both shadow and light, and not giving into one or the other, but just integrating everything. Okay, and with this sort of like detoxing energy and things like that. This is also about, hang on, because I want to get this message that I was getting from this. You know, also preparing more food at home and not eating out as much for some of you. That wasn't the original message. It was just really tied into just like wanting to detox or do things like that, and really giving your system a rest and a reboot. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Or this could be you making a complete lifestyle change. You know, remember, this is wild card energy. You might just wake up, for some of you, and be like, I want to be a vegetarian. I only want to be a pescatarian. I just want to be, you know, some of you might go extreme and be like, I'm going to try raw vegan out for a while. Not all of you, okay? So no, if your initial reaction is not me, then I'm not talking to you, baby. But what I'm saying is that some people might have a massive overhaul in lifestyle. You might wake up one day and be like, that's it for sugary cereals. We're going to just buy a lot of fruit and la da 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 da, and you know, and you are like making a household change. And whatever that is for you guys, stand on business. Stay wild. If you don't live alone. Okay? And so with that, we're going to start pulling from the tarot. Ooh, the Emperor. This is your card. First card out. Here you come. Son of the Morning. This is like really, like I said, you are revamping your structure of your life. Really look into that breath work, because you know, when we're not breathing right, we're not getting proper oxygen to our brain, we can't think right. It disrupts our nervous system. So take moments out of the day. You know, this is good for the nervous system to just hold it for a few moments, suspend the breath, and then just release it and let everything out. You know, you might want to look into different meditative practices. I oftentimes do Kundalini yoga with the Brujas of Brooklyn. Shout out to the Brujas of Brooklyn. So if you guys ever want to check that out, if you're curious, you can go on their page. They have a lot of information about it, especially like in their link tree. You can join a sadhana and see if that's something you're interested in. If not, this is just a suggestion. But the reason why I say that is because Kundalini yoga does go into breath work, does a lot with breath work. Or you can just look into breath work on your own. You know, you are your own guru. Sit down with yourself, research breath work, and try to apply it so that throughout the day, you know, if you're not breathing, you're not alive. So, you know, and also breathe through the changes, because I really see you doing a massive, like I said, restructuring. Okay, you're creating this brand new foundation. I love this for you. And you're very empire legacy minded right now. You're in your bag, and we're in your season. When this comes up, we're in your season, Aries. Okay, so this is you in your fullness, in your power, thinking in terms of chess and not checkers. So not being so put off by your immediate surroundings, and just making moves, making plans for 10 steps ahead. You know, I see you moving with a vision. You have the Lovers, children of the voice divine. Okay, I see you guys getting like a lot of beautiful downloads. Okay, the Lovers card is also about making a choice, maybe making some final decisions about who you're around, or am I around people who allow me to shine? Are these relationships supportive, especially in love relationships? Okay, this is originally the choice card, so you guys have choices to make, whether your current love relationship that you are in as a couple needs revamping or readjustments, or any sort of like, you know, maintenance, attention, you know, nurturing or bonding time, that sort of thing. But that there are decisions that need to be made. Okay, and they're yours to make. You have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so if you're experiencing any sort of financial, it says Lord of material trouble. So if you're experiencing any sort of financial or material trouble right now, Aries, remember, I love that this came out with this, because this is giving you the math. Look how all of the circles, right, the pentacles are separated, divided. And then look how they're all balancing out. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is crazy. So this is for you. This is saying you can manifest, you can shape that and multiply it and multiply it and multiply it and multiply it. Okay? With focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction. This is a temporary thing. Do not be stunned by it. And you might have a sudden turnaround in money, okay, with this eclipse energy. All right? Or you might get an unexpected bill that's like, oh, don't allow that energy to throw you off center too much. Go into your manifesting, go into your creative thinking, get clever and resourceful, because you are, okay? This is the Knight of Wands, Lord of Flame and Lightning. Okay, so what I'm seeing for you guys with the making your dreams real is that the Knight of Wands is showing up here to tell you that you are, when you get that sudden urge or that nudge, follow your passions. I really feel like a lot of you are getting your mojo back. You're getting a second wind and you're off to the races. You're really like with that arrow that I saw in the intuitive message was, you guys, once you know your direction, you guys take off. I think the greatest enemy to you guys is the biggest challenge or hurdle is indecision, when you're not quite sure what direction. And I think that's true for fire signs in general, like when you're just not sure, because you are ruled by the fire, by the wands, by action. And so when you feel like you don't have direction to take your action in, that's usually when we create messes in our life, because maybe we're dividing our forces and doing too many things and got our hats, and the focus is not correct. So then the forces are divided. We're pouring a little bit here and there and everywhere, instead of focusing and then letting that thing branch off into other things. I think right now is like, get focused, get specific. Okay? Because once you have a specific direction, Aries, there's no stopping you. You're like charging ahead. Look how it's like he's running right at us, right? And you see this horse head here? This is really giving me that energy of like freedom, movement. Oh, the star. Love this. This is daughter of the firmament. Okay? I love this with the conscious eating. This is about deep healing, deep healing, Aries. You're healing your body, you're healing your mind, you're healing your heart and your emotions, you're healing some traumas. It doesn't all happen at once, and it doesn't happen overnight, but you are heavy into this process, or you are beginning this process. And it might start with the way you eat, but it heals so many other things. Okay, it might start with this breath work, but it heals so many other things in your life. I love this for you. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands, Lord of perfected work. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You're ready to just move forward and put in this work. And this is also about wish fulfillment, that your wishes will become fulfilled when you operate in intention and consciousness of your being, of your own well-being. You will perfect this work that took you many trials and tribulations to get through. Ooh, Ashe. Let's get it. Let's see what's going on with the love life, boo. We pulling 5 cards, baby. Etiquette, self-care. I'm going to pull them all out and then I'll read them, because I went a little over for you, boo. Bottom of the deck, you have secrets. Look beyond the surface. Secrets being revealed. Mystery. Information being hidden. So, also this might require, because this doesn't necessarily mean, malicious intent or hiding that they did something terrible and wrong. But that communication is key, and you don't want to fill in the blanks yourself. When things get too emotional, go to the facts. And then if the facts are more geared toward a lower vibration, baby, okay, creating a lower frequency in your life, then you're going to have to let the facts override the feelings and make sound judgments and decisions the way an emperor would. You have etiquette, making a good first impression, meeting the parents, putting your best foot forward. For some of you, you're meeting someone new, and this person is an emperor. And this is telling you to breathe, baby, because you don't want to rush this. But it's beautiful, okay? For others of you who have already been in a long-term relationship, maybe it's just like when you get around their family or their parents, you know, it's always going to be a little bit different. It's never going to be the same comfort level of like being around your peoples, but maybe their family is a little bit more conservative or just different from yours. You have self-care, you time, rest and relaxation, taking care of yourself, calm, peace, sanctuary, wellness. For some of you, this is saying you might need to make the choice to take care of yourself, or if you're in an existing relationship, to still carve out time that is just for you, not to lose yourself in a connection, not to lose yourself in the monotony of when things become routine, but to remember the self, okay? That we is only we because there are two individuals, and you still want to pour into the self, because relying on just a connection to fulfill the self leaves people depleted, puts unfair burden on your partner to fill things in you that really come from within. And so self-care is the way in which we nourish that bond within ourselves, so that we show up in our fullness in our love relationships. We have making up, hashing things out, resolution, working out a major issue, talking through problems, staying together. So for some of you who have like this abandonment issue thing, and you're in a relationship right now, and things seem like not well or something like that, or maybe you guys just had a big argument, there will be making up. Also, for other people, if you've been separated and broken up, you could also be making up. But remember that you have the 5 of Pentacles here. So for some people, making up, you know, with the stars, sometimes getting what you wish for, especially in eclipse energy and over the course of it, is like maybe you need the hard lesson on the ass one more time. So some of you will be making up to go back into a 5 of Pentacles situation where you are left feeling abandoned, or you're left feeling depleted, or where you're not quite at the 6 of Pentacles, where there is reciprocity, where there is equal give and take, where you both feel nourished from the relationship. It's always up to you, right? I'm never gonna tell people. Sometimes people get back together and it's the best of times, but this will be another facts over feelings sort of situation for some of you, only because if someone's coming back, they must be different, like so completely different. And that's always my advice to anyone who gets any sort of reconciliation card, okay? It's why I knew, even though I might have my own opinions, I still made a making up card in my deck. And also, yes, we're using my deck, guys, and the last deck we'll use is also from my deck. You have vibe, baby. It says pleasure, having chemistry, a healthy sex life, compatibility, effortless, passionate kisses. So there's definitely a connection here, but you see how it's with the Knight of Wands, baby? This is for my singles, all right? You see how it's with the Knight of Wands right here? The Knight of Wands also indicates like affairs or things that that burn fast, burn hot, burn passionate, and burn out. So just be aware that a vibe is not all there is. You have magic, magical connection, butterflies, fantasy, illusion. All that glitters isn't gold. And so be mindful. Hold on to this healing that you have with the star here, okay? For my couples, you're making up, you're vibing, but then they're saying like it is a magical connection. But don't let the illusion of like, don't let the cure-all be the sex and the vibe, because the underlying issues might still, I mean, not might, will still be there if they're not properly healed with the star card here, okay? And especially with this secrets thing, it's like, you know, for some of you, that is the end. For others of you, this is your soulmate. But you have to be honest with yourself about what that is, because there's no amount of telling yourself a story that's gonna make something not true that is true, okay? In terms of like another person's behavior towards you, if they're secretive, if they're not forthcoming, you know, if all you have is vibe and such sexual attraction, but you guys don't have good conflict resolution, or this person isn't really willing to make up, okay? Get what you deserve, Aries, all right? And if making up is on the table, and if that turns into like this beautiful star card energy, then go for it, okay? Get what you want out of this life. You know, do what works for you. You have bridge over water, meeting in the middle. Communication is key. I said that. Getting to the other side of an issue, coming together, bridging the gap. Okay, so this might be a renewal, all right? Or maybe after a first date, something got off to a wrong start, and then, you know, it's like, oh, wait, hey, actually, can I actually explain myself? And then you find out, you know, like, oh man, oh, I didn't know all of that happened. Or, oh, okay, finally you tell me. Like maybe they didn't want to tell you at first because they're like, oh man, that's embarrassing. Or like, oh, I don't really know this person yet. But, you know, there's vibes and magic. And so you not running into like, let me fix it, just pouring into the self-care. Somebody comes to make up for that. You have sunsets, endings, completion of a cycle, saying goodbye to something or someone, walking away, going your own way. You see that with the self-care? So for some of you, it's kind of like there could be an ending, and maybe the conversation that's being had is to clear the air so that you can both move forward in a peaceful light. Others of you, it's like you're saying goodbye to this problem. You're making up, you're getting over the bridge. You know, the communication is there. And this could be small little recurring issues in the home. You know, this doesn't have to be this explosive, you know, overstimulating thing. This could just be that, okay? You have starfish. It's your time to shine, feeling inspired. The spotlight is on you. Fame or popularity, all eyes on you. Okay, wishes being granted. Okay, so you have wishes being granted here. Maybe this makeup is something you've wished for. Path to the sea, taking things one step at a time, incremental changes, little by little, moving forward, bravely going into the unknown, divinely guided steps. Okay, maybe you're being divinely guided to this connection here. Okay, and this connection is like it starts off nice and hot and heavy, but it's also leading you into the unknown. It's still not decided if this is going to go anywhere substantial, but it's there's definite movement. Ooh, I love this for you, Aries. You have shark. Be bold. You are stronger and more powerful than you think. Focus is required for a successful outcome. I'm telling you, some of you guys are going to go viral. Some of you guys are going to have like really great, you're going to get that confidence and that audacity that you feel like your mojo was wavering on. Now you're getting up in your emperor energy and you're attacking your goals and getting things done. And your last card, bottom of the deck, is flowing water, renewal, spiritual cleansing, forward movement, and sustainability, remembering your power to create, surrender. And remember, oh no, you guys didn't get that. But this is good, to surrender to the power that you have within you, to know that you have the power to create, you have the power to get things done, and that you might need to cleanse yourself spiritually as well. Get some things up off you, even if it's just in the shower with clean running water. Imagine it running down over your body and relieving you of all the unwanted things and feelings and energies and thoughts, and see that in that same continual stream, that what it's washing off of you, it's also washing onto you all of the things that you do want. That this is how the abundance of the universe is flowing at you non-stop, like this shower head or like your bath running water, okay? And so with that, my Aries, that is your lunar eclipse message. I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings. You count, you matter, you are important, you are seen, you are heard, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are magic, Aries baby. Go get up in it, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Later.